Hello friends, welcome again. Today we learn fifth definition. Our fifth definition is write a structure program to store three students information. Now we have three students and each student has roll number, name and three subject marks. And we have to find out total marks of each student. So remember that now we have three students. So let's build our program. New file. First of all include stdio.h. Let's save our file. I give program 5. We need to create a structure. So struct is the keyword. Structure name is student. For a single student, I need to store his roll number. So integer RNO, his name, character name, size of 10. Now I want to store three subject marks. So M1 is first subject marks, M2 is second subject marks, M3 is third subject marks, and the total marks for each student. So total marks is 3M. Now our structure is finished. We will build program. Integer main. Remember our definition says we want to store this detail for three students. It means we need to create three students. So struct student S1, S2, S3. Like this, we can create S1, S2 and S3, but this is very lengthy process. So instead of many variables of same data type, we can create array here. So I am creating array here S of 3. It means first student is S of 0, has roll number, name, max 1, max 2, max 3 and total marks. Same way S of 1 is another student will also have roll number, name, max 1, max 2, max 3 and total marks. Same way S of 2 will another student will have roll number, name, max 1, max 2, max 3 and total marks. So our three students are created using array. This concept is called array of structure. Array of structure. Now, wherever we have array, we need a iteration variable or loop variable that is I. Now, for loop, I is equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus. Printf, enter roll number. This roll number need to be stored in S1s or S of 0. Here this is array, so S of 0's roll number. So scanf percentage %d S of 0. 0 means I dot RNO. Statement is over. And this is a scanf statement, so we need ampersand. When I has 0, it will store as S of 0's roll number. When for loop will again come with the I has 1 value, at the time S1's roll number. When I will become 2, at the time S of 2's roll number. It means in this for loop we can receive all the details of each student. Printf, enter name. To receive name, scanf percentage %s ampersand s of I dot name. Same way we want to store 3 marks. Printf, enter 3 subjects mark. To receive this mark, we need to use scanf statement. And 3 marks, so we need 3 percentage %d. Percentage %d, percentage %d, percentage %d. First is s of I dot m1. Same way ampersand s of I dot m2. Same way s of I dot m3. So when I has 0, when the for loop executed very first time, at that time I has 0. So roll number will store in S of zeros name is stored in S of zeros name, and 3 marks is also going to stored in S of zeros. Means ke S of zeros means first student, max 1, max 2 and max 3 is received. Now I want to find out total marks for each student. So I use S of I dot Tm is equal to S of I dot M1 plus S of I dot M2 plus S of I dot M3. It means whenever we have I is 0, at that time S of zeros M1, S of zeros M2 and S of zeros M3 means the first students max 1, max 2 and max 3 will be added in stored into the first students itself. Now for loop is finished, I become 1 now. For the roll number it will store in S of 1's roll number, name will store in S of 1's name, and 3 marks will be stored in S of 1's max 1, S of 1's max 2 and S of 1 max 3, and that 3 marks is added in and total is stored in S of 1's total. Same way third students will be represented. Now I want to print all student information. I use just printf slash n. Just for the decoration I use some star and write stu information and again some star, and for the new line. Now my printf is over. I want to print details for each student, so I use again follow. For I is equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus. I want to print each student information. So printf slash n roll number percentage d s of I dot rno printf sn name percentage s of I dot name. Same way, printf 3 subject marks less than max 1 percentage d s of I dot m1. Same way, 2 more marks max 2 and max 3 s of I dot m2 s of I dot m3. Now I need to print total marks. Total marks percentage d s of I dot tn. As our for loop will be executed, it will print details of each student with total marks as well. Now our program is finished, so return 0. Let's save our program and compile. Our program has no error. Now execute the program. Roll number 1. First student name is Hitesh. Marks 100, 99, 98. Now this second student detail, roll number 2. His name is Chaya and 3 subjects marks is 90, 87 and 88. Now third student detail, roll number 3. Name is suppose XYZ and marks is 100, 67 and 98. Now our details is represented here. Let's see. Our first student, roll number 1, name and his 3 marks and his total marks. Same way, roll number 2 has name Chaya and 3 subject mark 90, 87, 88, 90, 87, 88 and his total. Same way, everything is okay. Hello friends, now let's check the execution flow of our program. As the first line is executed, it will create array of structure. Array of structure Here S of 0 will represent first student, S of 1 represent second student, and S of 2 will represent third student. As soon as our first line is executed, we will get array of structure like this way. Then our second line integer I is executed and then for loop will be executed. In this for loop, we are taking information of roll number, name and three subject mark for the I is equal to 0 for first iteration. So all the information that we are going to enter will be stored in S of 0. So after execution of first iteration of for loop, we will get like this data, like this our S0, it means first student's detail is ready. After finishing the for loop, I is increased and now I will become 1. For I is equal to 1, again the for loop is going to execute and we will receive roll number, name and 3 subject marks for the second student. So after the execution of second iteration, our data 2 is stored in S of 1, Chaya name is stored in name, and 3 subject marks will be stored in appropriate places, and total mark is calculated as our program's logic. Sorry, I forgot to include total marks line here. It is written in our program. Now, after the for loop is finished, again I will become 2. Now I is equal to 2, again the for loop is going to execute and it will ask for the third student information. For loop is executed for the third time. We will give roll number 3, name is XYZ and 3 subject marks like this. So this roll number, name and 3 marks is going to store for the third student and total marks will be calculated from here and it will be stored in total marks. Now our for loop is finished. So our program's execution will come out of this first for loop. Then our remaining program will be executed and after the execution of remaining program, we will get like this. This is our final output of our program. I hope you understand my programming. Hello friends, if you like my video, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to press bell icon so I can give you more and more related videos on related topics. Thank you very much. Thank you.